Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Vannin and you have joined me here on the Vanninilla. Yeah, Vanninilla. There we go. I said it. There, see? Haven't been practicing that all day at all. Maybe just a little bit. You join me back here on my solo playthrough. And today last one we finished this, and I didn't really say what my plans were as I wanted to keep it as secret as possible, which is a starter base you can make in the Redwoods with little to no effort. I also said that you don't need any dinos, but you clearly kind of need something that flies you from the ground up to here, because otherwise you can't get up. So yeah, we all make mistakes. Anyway, but yeah, all this, you can use just hand tools, which is what I actually did. And I took my own advice. I moved the bookshelvy things from there, and I've just put them in here. And then I'll put another one there, and then one there, and then probably one there eventually. Because let's face it, when you do drops and you go like caving and stuff, you end up with a lot of blueprints and nowhere to put them. But then we'll put them in there, so we will have somewhere to put them. Right, well, I'm cooking some meat because, well, gotta eat. And yeah, we don't really have any dinos, and we need dinos because I have lots of room here for stuff, and I like stuff in Ark. And we are now level 69, so we can make Fabricator, we can get electricity, we can get an industrial grill, we can get a camera if we want. I don't know why, but we can if we want to. I learnt cryopod thinking I was going to go and make a cryopod, and then my organic polymer ran out because it went out of date, which sucked. We can make GPS because we need to know where we are to tell. Oh no, wait, no, we haven't got any friends here, so well, we can tell the Argentavis, who I still need to name, and I know some of you have actually written in the comments and said names, and I will take a look and make a decision on what name we will come up with. But yeah, we need a canteen because I'm sick of the other thing, and we definitely need a shotgun because, well, yeah. No, we don't need a motorboat. But we do need a refrigerator and air conditioners and tranquilizer things. Grinder. 100% need a grinder for grinding stuff. Ferry saddle, because everybody knows that I have a slight thing about Therazinos. Yeah, so we need stuff. And in order to get stuff, we need metal. And we have a severe lack of Anky. But we also then need to make some forges, and I'm thinking that we're going to stick like a line of forges along here until we are at such suitable level where we can get the forge of the industrial flavour. So we're going to stick forges just there. Imagine forges there. You imagining it? That's where they're going. So we're going to stick forges there, because then that's close to the storage and close to where we'll craft stuff, and then there's more things for crafting there, and there's blueprints there, and that can then, and when we have everything there, and then we have like a kitchen here. It doesn't look like a kitchen right now, but it will be very kitcheny when we're done. And then we have the greenhouse here where we grow stuff. Okay. Sleeping bit in there, but I've shown you around anyway. So we need come down here and find out where our agent Argentavis is. Don't worry, dude, we will get you a friend. But first of all, we need an Anky, possibly a Dodec, and possibly a wood dude thing. Whatchamacallit. That really is rather attractive, that. It's a shame that it's, like, unbelievably pretty, and then, like, death. Like, everything down there wants to kill you. Anyway. Anky. No, we don't need... No. What we need to do first is we need to go back to the raft, go and clear out the raft of all of the bits that are on the raft. And we need to bring all those bits back to the base so that those bits are no longer at the raft, but they're at the base. Makes sense, right? And then I need to bash some rocks and make a taming pen. That's what we need. Right. I'm going to go and do those bits and bash stuff and make a taming pen, and then I will be back. For you guys, it'll be no time at all. For me, it's going to be ages, but beauty of editing, I suppose. Back in a minute. Okay, welcome back. So I've headed down to Herbivore Island, and I was doing a little bit of crafting up for the taming pen, and I found a level 100 Anky. And as we're not in the market of any kibble or anything like that at the moment, or we haven't even got any veggies, I don't really fancy finding a really high level and berry taming it, because that is long. So level 100 will do us for the time being. It'll get us some metal, and then when we're a little bit further down the line with kibble and stuff like that, then we'll go hunting for a really good Anky, and so forth and so on. So right now we are looking for it'll do. On level 100, it'll do. So we're gonna shoot this guy full of arrows, and he's out. And I jump all the way through, because that's how that works. Give me my arrows back. Right. Oh, and I also got a drop. So I found ramshackle ghillie boots and a blueprint for a fabricator, and we are in the market for a fabricator. So now we don't have to learn that engram, because you know that's smart. And now I can't get out of my own pen. Right. You have got some narcotics. Ooh, don't know whether 30 is going to be enough. Ooh. Well, I do have some spoiled meat. Narco berries are here, and I do have a mortar and pestle. So I've been crafting up some bits and pieces. For the base. Because it's considerably easier to carry these things than it is to carry all of the things that make these things. Again, smart. Right, so I'm going to get a load of berries. And I'm going to insert said berries into this dude. Is a dude? Yeah, is a dude. And then, yeah, I'll bring these guys back when it's just about to get up. So, he's not quite back up yet. I mean, he's still only like 24%. But on the fly, I've crafted myself a little smithy and stuff to repair my hatchet. And oh, hello. Didn't want to drop it. I want to fix it. Where to put it? There. Repair, and we also need an Anky saddle as well, so we need more hide and we need more metal ingots. So we need to go and kill some more bits. So we got that. Kill lots of bits. Right. Well, I'm kind of making a wow. I'm like up to my knees in the smithy. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of making a home away from home whilst I'm taming up this dude, because if we're here, it's pointless us going all the way back and stuff like that. We may as well, like, at least whack up some metal and then take the Anky back with some metal in it, and then put our new forges down and blah, blah, yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah, once this guy kind of like tames up, I shall bring you back. Unless, of course, anything other cool things happen, like I make another smithy. Okay, welcome back. So, this guy is almost up. Literally like a couple more feeds and he will be up with us. So, I'm not really going to bother about stats or anything like that with him. Just going to use him purely and simply for a bit of metal node whackage over here. Well, whilst we're waiting on him getting up, I suppose may as well make saddle. So whilst that crafts up, we shall move everything over, pick up the smithy. Pretty sure this is all done. Pick this up as well. Put all of that in him. I love how it slowly descends, whereas in reality these things are rather large and would hit the floor like the proverbial stone. So 94%, almost ready for his maiden voyage. Is it voyage? Ride? Maybe. I think he might be a bit stuck. It's unfortunate. So, I think we will get this guy tamed up. We'll, well, any chance you might want to move this along a little bit? You know, I'm on a bit of a schedule here. Just leisurely having a munch there. Chop chop. So, I think we'll clear all of the metal out here, get stuff back to base, and yeah. Sadly, I can't do my my whip trick as we're not on scorched earth yet. I did wonder about maybe just, you know, adding more servers into the cluster. Or making it a cluster and then kind of like going to whichever map that floated my boat on that day. But I think I'll actually go through and play them one by one. So once we've done all the bosses here and beaten the overseer, then we'll head to Scorched Earth. Go and play with the wyverns and jaboas and such. I think he's doing it on purpose now. And Herbivore Island, when you've been like munching all of the things in order to get hide and stuff. And then the fog rolls in. It becomes eerily quiet. Seriously. Move it along, dude. Hey. So, I'll call him what he does. Get a saddle on him. And there we go. Smashy smash. We're already getting levels. So, I am going to go along the top here, smash all of the metal, and then head back over to base, where I shall bring these guys back, where we'll smelt the metal. We'll then have a look to see what we've achieved, and if we've still got some time, maybe we'll go out and have a look at taming up something else, but back in a bit. Okay, so welcome back. We now have Smash all up and running, and I've just quickly nipped up to the volcano which is that way, behind this tree. I think. Somewhere over there. Anyway, just nipped up there to go and grab a little bit more metal, as you can never have enough metal. Needed some crystal was the main thing, and I also got some obsidian whilst we were up there. So something's burning a hole in my pocket. Although it's, well, yep, it still is in my pocket. And that's this. Fabricator. All I need is oil. Now, I don't have any fur. I don't really have anything that will keep me alive underwater. To go down there and go and get oil. So I think path of least resistance is going to be go up to the snow and try and stay alive. So I've got plenty of meat. Where's the easiest place? And I still haven't named this dude. So I had a quick look through some of the comments, and I think we're going to go with Archie. There were some other cool names as well, and I think we'll maybe use some of them later on. But for now, this dude is Archie. So, me and Archie are going to go to the snow area somewhere. I'm trying to think where the closest oil node's going to be. Well, we're going to go and head over in that direction. This general direction. And go and get some oil. Because I want to make the fabricator. Because yes, I can go up into the snow area, you know, I can go and find some beavers, kill them, get their stuff, and get some fur, make some fur armor, and go up into the snow and go and kill, like, penguins for organic polymer. But I want a means of making hard polymer, because hard polymer doesn't go off, and you can store it for a long period of time. So I want a fabricator. I also as well want a fridge so I can keep things for longer. Things like rare flowers, mushrooms, that kind of thing. And also the ability to keep meat long term as well. Because even though I do want spoiled meat for making narcotics, I do want to be able to keep things like cooked meat. I want to be able to keep vegetables and berries, and also I want the ability to keep kibble, as we are getting dangerously close to kibble, as we do have the garden now up and running and going, so it won't be long until we have vegetables in order to be able to make the kibble. Still don't have any UTs, but that is on the shopping list. Very much so on the shopping list. So but really I'd ideally for Uranus I want a decent land mount. Because obviously UTs can fear or stuff, and it's perfectly you know, you can do it with an RG, but it's painful. So I'm paying attention here to down the bottom right on my health, because of the snowflake. Well, not the snowflake, the ice cube. We gonna be good here. Ducks. So, we've already got enough oil already to craft the fabricator, but whilst I am here, let's get a decent amount of it. That way I can turn it into gasoline, and then we can get into the electrical age by having a generator. And then we can have all the other things that come along with having electricity. So a good tip to try and do when you're coming to do things like this and you don't have like custom recipe food yet is to don't actually like eat. So you can see over on the right hand side there, the very bottom one is our health bar, which is already like a quarter down or so. Above that you got your stamina, and above that you have got your food, and you can see that it is not full, as if you have it full, when you get injured through either weather effects or whether it be you know, fall damage or whatever it is that causes you damage, when you eat, because you're full, you won't actually get any benefit from it, and thus you won't actually heal yourself. So it's a good idea not to keep yourself actually full whilst you're out and about. So I think that will be enough for the moment. It would at least get us kind of up and running. And we're going to need to have a look at getting a wood gatherer. Because even though, you know, we're doing okay with sort of like levels, because we are now level 69. And the industrial forge isn't a million miles away. We still need tons and tons of charcoal. So when you burn wood, get charcoal, and then when you mix charcoal with spark powder, you get gunpowder. Oh, hello, Rexy. Level 10. You suck. And we need gunpowder for obviously making bullets for long necks, shotgun shells for shotguns, but tranq darts. Tranq darts, we are already at that level. We have the technology already. We can make these things. So we need to start thinking about those things already. So you can see there where I've eaten, and because I wasn't full, as it were, I've actually regained some health. So we're going to head back and go and make this fabricator, and then figure out where we're going to put it. Once we've got the fabricator, we can then look at making ourselves some polymer. And the real reason, major reason why I want polymer is I want to make a couple of cryopods. We're not quite at the level yet for a cryo fridge. When is the cryo fridge? So cryo, so 88, so we're a fair way away from that. But the cryopods we'll be fine. And when we make ourselves a fridge, at least we can put the cryopods into there, and it kind of... It won't recharge them, but it kind of slows it down from... it gives you plenty of time to be able to get to level 88 in order to make the cryo fridge. But having cryopods opens up the world of things like, so we're living in the redwoods. What do the redwoods have other than redwood? And death and murder? It has thylas. And with cryopods being brought into the game, thylas become pretty much one of, if not the best, for caving. And with caving, we get the ability to obviously go in there, get some artifacts. Need the artifacts, obviously, for doing the boss fights. But as equally as important, you need the drops that are inside of the caves for things like saddle blueprints and stuff like that. And better armor and better stuffs. So, let's take all of this stuff. By the way, smash. No, don't put that in there. We can put that in there, and we do that, and then craft one. Looks like I'm going to have to take some of these out. And pick that one up. Pick that one up. Oh, that's rather weighty. And pick that one up. Is it going to be enough? I don't think it is, you know. I'm going to have to pick this one up as well. As it turns out, probably could have got away with that. Let's place that down. Nice. Yeah, probably could have got away with that one being in there. Oh well. I can always pick all of these up and move them. Yeah, maybe move them in here. I don't know. Figure something out. Maybe I can stick them up top somewhere. That might be cool. They're slightly taller than a wall though, aren't they? I'll think of something. Anyway. Need that. Need that. Do cryopods need oil? I think they do. They do need oil. So, let's... I only need 4. So, let's keep... 40 oil in there. Like that. Nope. I don't want that one. I want that one. Let's just take all of that. Right. And this is the other thing. Is wood runs out. You are going to be a temporary dump store. This isn't something that I didn't show you. I have a dreadful memory when it comes to stuff. So, and I also like to be like quite organized. So I have 3 separate mortar and pestles for the purpose of making all of the different things. And I put a sign up to actually tell me which one is which. Otherwise, I always forget. I always do this when I base on my own. If I base with other people, then normally what I do is I spend most of my time tidying up after them. So anybody that's ever based with me will attest to how yeah, I normally start moaning quite a lot about people putting things in the wrong places and stuff. So yeah, we need wood to get that up and running, and then we can go make cryopod, and then I mean carrying this dude around will be a lot easier. Because one thing that I have noticed is when you fly in, even though it's 4 high and you're carrying a something like your what's it called? Metal smashing smash. Hit the dude up there. Anky, that's the word. They do kind of like the hitbox kind of catches on here, so you can't really fly around with them inside of here very well. So might want to take that into consideration if you want to copy this build. Maybe stick another wall or 2 walls on top of this 4 to make it 6 high. That might make life a little bit easier. That's just something that I noticed today. But yeah, having cryopods will mean that I don't really need to worry about that. As when I arrive back at base, I always dump him here anyway. So I can stick the stuff in there. So I'm going to go and get some wood. So I'm going to need that one. And we shall get all the bits and pieces together to craft up some cryopods. I shall bring you guys back very soon. Okay, so I have been and got the wood. Got attacked as standard in the redwoods. Come back. I've decided to upgrade from the water skin to the water jar. You can see down in my number 4 slot down there. And may as well use it now. So that means that it won't actually it won't disappear over a period of time. It is heavier, and technically I can make the canteen, which is even better because it holds even more, but that requires 10 polymer, and I'm not 100% certain how much I'm going to have left over, so I don't really want to use polymer willy-nilly and stuff right now. So we've got ourselves some gasoline. So turn on the fabricator, and we have our composites here. And we can make... Ooh, looks like we can make a decent amount. 109. So How much polymer do we need? We need 8. So we could craft up 10 cryopods. I think we'll have enough. So we have the oil. We'll have the polymer. So we'll need 50 hide. Which we have hide. Let's grab Archie, because he's going to have to carry all this stuff. I think next time we I think we'll go and find Archie a friend. I think he deserves it. Gonna need that. Need the oil. We need fibre as well, don't we? Not entirely sure what the fibre is for within a cryopod. I mean, I can understand polymer, you know, and metal, but fibre? I mean, it doesn't look like there's any fibre in there. It doesn't look like it's, you know, held together with string. So we're going to need 200 metal as well. We've got the crystal. Definitely got the fibre, although don't know what that's for. Need metal. I put all the metal in here. Put that back in there. Almost have the polymer. Dump that extra one back, leave that running. Now, do we have everything that is on the list? The list being crystal, fibre, hide, metal ingot, oil, and polymer. Crystal, hide, oil, fibre, metal, and polymer. I think that is all that we need. Right. Over to the obelisk. Where's the obelisk? Around here somewhere. Obelisk or drop? Drop's closer. Or possibly more dangerous because it's not actually down yet. Let's head to the obelisk. Why not? So I'm not going to make you suffer this trip. So I shall bring you back when I'm at the obelisk. Back in a minute. Oh, the problem fixed itself, and it stopped raining. I was going to say we have a slight issue. We have a Carno on the at the obelisk that we need to deal with. We had a Carno menace, but as it turned out, he decided to deal with himself. And there he is, currently engaged in making some friends with some sharks. Have fun with that, dude. Okay, so can we still walk? Just about. Let's make 10. And this is the bit that you have to be a little bit careful about with like crafting with a drop, you know. So if the drop was to disappear, and you would lose all of your stuff effectively. And it doesn't like craft automatically, as you saw me do there. So I selected for it to make 10, and it just made the one. So you have to make it do it individually, which, you know, if you're on somewhere like Herbivore Island, yeah, don't even worry about it. But if you're anywhere else, and I was over there the other day collecting some bits and collecting some stone, I think it was. I was making a taming trap, and yeah, raptors are a thing. Well, my maths is shocking. I didn't need anywhere near as much metal. Yay me. And my dodgy maths. And all that stuff can go back in him. And I leveled up. Yay. A bit more fortitude. So I'd used up a ton of engram points for various bits and pieces earlier on, learning armors and such things. And I realised I ran out when I got to here, and I still wanted to learn this. So we have 41 points left. I'm not going to learn the flak helmet right now, but what I am going to learn is I'm going to learn the refrigerator and the air conditioner. Not the trank dart right now. I don't need to worry about that, and I do want the industrial grinder in the future, very shortly. And this here, the elevator, as I'm not finished with the base just yet, and there's a reason why I didn't build a staircase or anything to it, as I played around with the idea of a staircase, and I played around with some staircase designs, and yeah, didn't really like any of them. Involved way too many pillars, and because of the uneven ground and things like that, yeah, didn't like it at all. Didn't like the way it looked. Looked horrendous. So I've instead decided that what we're going to do is we're going to have an elevator that will allow us to take us down to the ground area, because I do intend on extending the base in terms of more platforms for dino storage and for other bits and pieces, but we are going to need like the ability to get down to the ground where it's not just a case of flying up and down. So I do want a way of us getting down to the ground. In terms of getting from one platform to the other, I haven't decided yet whether it's a case of we wait until after we've been to Aberration, where we can get the zip lines and the gas pants, or whether I come up with some kind of a bridge thing. Not too sure yet. I'm leaning a little bit more towards zip lines, purely and simply because they will look a lot neater. As sadly, Wildcard never gave us like a rope bridge, which I know there's like a mod available if you're on PC, but this is a vanilla playthrough, so no mods in order to do that. So yeah, fortunately on the island here, the trees are relatively close together. So, like, for instance, if I wanted to put a tree platform here, on this tree right here, it's pretty close to the tree we're on. So, it wouldn't be, like, totally out of the realms to be able to build something, but as you can see here, it doesn't line up. So going straight over, effectively you'd have to place a like a foundation here in that plane, as it were, in order to line up with that tree. But I left him in him, didn't I? Yeah, that works. Like, this is the tree we're on. There's another tree there where we could actually place something like higher up and then have like a staircase going up to it. So that's a thing. This one kind of lines up with that one there. But other than that, I suppose this lines up with that tree over there, but that's a fair distance. But the ground does kind of like meet us like a little bit of the way, so that could be a thing. Putting a tree platform over on that one over there, and then effectively like going out with a ceiling, taking a pillar all the way down, and then doing a line of pillars going across, would then allow us to do like a bridge going across, maybe. So yeah. What do we want? So we'd need more metal ingots for our industrial grill. We need electronics, so we do have some silica pearls, so we need electronics for both of those, so we need 25 electronics. And we can make 23. Awesome. So we're almost there for that. And then we need... so we need another 10 electronics for the generator, so... we need like 40 electronics, need some wood to make the outlet, but other than that we can make... So, I think next time round, we will be moving ourselves forward into the electrical age and getting ourselves an industrial grill as well, to really get that charcoal, you know, grill lines on our steaks that we already have, but never mind. So we'll be moving on in terms of the base, moving forwards, and I think... where is he? Where'd he go? Exactly where I left him, probably. There you are. I think we'll be getting Archie a friend, because his stats, his weight stat and his melee stat were pretty decent, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's kind of just a moving forwards kind of video, really. An episode of you know, getting ourselves an Anky, moving the bits and pieces forward, getting some cryopods. Yeah, so next time round we will be moving ourselves forwards again with the base and looking to get into the market of a little bit of RG breeding. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. It massively helps out, and I shall catch you guys on the next one.